You know, everyone has a mother, maybe a daughter or a sister. With breast cancer being so prevalent, you know, the lifetime risk of a woman is 1 in 8. With that kind of numbers, I mean, you look around a room, that's why it's so important to get in there and get screened and catch it early. Early detection allows patients to have treatment that is less invasive, more likely to cure the cancer. The mission is to provide excellent care close to home. So if we can take the mammography machine to them and shorten that distance, it takes away one of those big hurdles and gives them better access. The easier it is for a patient to get a mammogram, the hope would be that more likely to do it. I remember Anne as just being very strong, very brave, and focused, knowing what she wanted to do and how she wanted to beat this.
I grew up here in Shevlin, Minnesota, so I love the ruralness. I love the hometown. I love knowing my neighbors. I like that small town feel.
I met her in high school. She actually just lived down the road from us, so occasionally she'd pick me up on the way to school.
I've been married to Kevin for 27 years, and we have one son, Taylor.
She's just a great person, friendly, good to be around.
She's extremely loving. She's easy to be friends with.
Cares about her family, everybody, my family, her family.
My family and I, we spend time outdoors. We're on the lakes, we're in the woods, we shoot trap, involved in the community, fishing, all that fun stuff. I do mortgage loans, so I help people get into homes. And that's what I like about it, is I'm helping people accomplish the biggest dream of their life.
She's a really hard worker. I love that. I strive to be as hard of a worker as her someday.
Tell her she ain't gonna accomplish something or not get a task done, and you're gonna be wrong.
I went in for regular routine checkup, and that's when I found out I had a lump. The radiologist, when he came in and said, "You have a mass, you need to have a biopsy done on it." And I was like, "No, I don't." You know, I wanted to argue with him and say, "No, I don't, you're wrong." You know, you think you're doing preventative, and maybe that shouldn't happen, but 1 in 8. So.
I'm pretty sure we shed a few tears in the parking lot.
So I had to go back to work and put on a face. So that was tough. You're numb from the result. You still hope it's not right. The following morning, I got a call from the doctor saying, "Yep, your results are in, and don't worry, we'll get you into someone right away."
I'm not gonna lie, I was very scared. She's the rock of the family, you know. Her side, my side. She does everything.
Oh my gosh, what is this? And, you know, what's gonna happen? What's the next step, and how do I deal with it? And my gosh, my family's been through so much. My dad passed away in 2019. He had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he had battled that for a year. And so what went through my head was, gosh, the toughest man I know, sorry, couldn't survive it. Oh my.
They said, "You got this ahead of you," and she's like, "Let's do it. Let's get this done." She's tough.
I had my treatment at Joe Lucan Cancer Center here in Bemidji. Everything was done local. You'd go in, and many times there was somebody I knew sitting next to me in the chair or coming out. The people I see there, I see them in the grocery store. They're classmates of mine. They are people you know, people you trust.
It was great. It was perfect. I mean, the positive attitude, the nice nurses.
The oncologist that I had was amazing. You know, he sat down with us numerous times, actually, even before I had the surgery, and just kind of walked through what was going to happen, the diagnosis. And then Nurse Navigator sat down with us and went through, okay, here's who we call if something happens. So they were really helpful with that. I had a bilateral mastectomy, and then after the surgery, I healed and I started chemo. So I had 4 rounds of chemo at the cancer center. And the nurses were amazing. You know, they're just, you have to have a good heart if you're doing that. So they were absolutely amazing and made you feel like you weren't alone. The first week after I had chemo, my hair started falling out. And it didn't come out. It was a little bit here, a little bit there, and then it was pretty massive. So we decided to shave it off. Everybody took a little swipe.
Like, everyone came together.
My friends they shaved their heads. Kevin and Taylor shaved their head. It was pretty cool. The support that I got was amazing. You know, every time I would have a round of chemo, somebody would send a flower or send a text or, you know, just the constant, we're thinking about you. It was pretty cool.
And I got to be there, you know, ringing the bell, and it was huge.
I mean, ringing the bell, that's quite the accomplishment.
It's a fantastic facility, and it helps so many people.
Think about the rural towns like Bagley, Clearbrook, Black Duck. You know, for most of those folks, it takes time off of work.
That's huge that you can just go out your back door and have something like that taken care of. Otherwise, we got to travel long ways.
Not everyone has access to these means, so if you can donate, it helps people that maybe couldn't afford to do it. It can save your life. It can save your mother, your sister, your daughter. I'm thankful for my family, of course. Thankful for the doctors and the nurses that were here that could help me, that helped guide me through it. You know, they truly cared. It's important to slow down. You know, you're always so busy in life. You're busy, busy, busy. But do you take time for yourself? And that's important.
It brought us a lot closer.
Just made a tighter bond between everyone.
We don't miss anything anymore. We go to it all. You know, stuff where you always thought you didn't have time, now you make time, you go. Very thankful.
Oh, extremely thankful. She's strong. She's a fighter.
Don't let the hard days win, right? So just keep a positive attitude, stay positive, stay happy. You know, joy is pretty important.